Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular, wondrous Propagandacast from your host from Pearl Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, psych defender of the fatherland, off here to a 1v1 on Bocage. In the north, or is it Bayeux? No, it's Bocage. Fighting here, though, in the north, it is JDSJDS2. We'll just call him JDS. Fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, Comrade Stalin, taking on the role here of the 16th Tank Corps with airborne troops, with airdrop weapons, pair-dropped heavy machine guns, airborne rally points, airborne troops, and the rocket runs there with anti-tank grenade, Panther tank, and an infantry bullets versus sub that is Finndeed. Fighting for Deutschland, the Oberkommando West, rolling out here with the 1st Panther Division, with Jägerline infantry, early warning for the fatherland, light field howitzers, and of course sector assault once again in the Overwatch package with Volksgrenadier and Oberson Jäger bulletins here. We got double Volksgrenadiers versus double conscripts. Also a big thanks to Stahl Zanger for donating to support the Propagandacast with his hard-earned money. 2 thumbs up, your friend. And thank you for your, again, donation. And of course a big thanks to my Patreon supporters as well, who of course donate regularly via Patreon. You too can join the ranks by pledging on Patreon, or just donate like Stahl Zanger did. And of course I always need to comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button, keep the YouTube algorithms engaged so they don't come for me. 3rd conscript there for JDS. So far spread here, both sides focusing each their side in the river. No one's trying to cross it yet with river stream. Very elongated puddle. Anyways, secured here in the cemetery. Storm Pioneers out at the ready. Western Field Point C, sandbags up here as well from JDS. Volkswagen East was there. No sandbags here for Finndeed. Also secured at that point. 3rd Volkswagen there for Finndeed. First engaged in the west. Sturm Pioneer Volkswagen converting here on the western conscript there, falls in the back there. Squad leader Dmitry Volkovich ordering his men to get the devil out of there. 4th conscript there for JDS. Heavy fire there being unleashed on the conscripts' backs. We got more conscripts in from the south here, pushing them back. Counter attack here by JDS is very nice coordinated here and leaves Finndeed and ability to support here. He could try and make use of the building, believe that. It's not a great building for it, honestly. This is one machine gun building. So this, I think, means Finndeed Pro's going to have to back off here. Like, he could try and fight an engagement, but I think he's just outgunned there, and the problem is he can't easily get forces in time, I think. There we go. We got the forces retreating and basically using them as bait. More, you know, durable in some ways, more expendable, I think, more crucially. Meanwhile, pushing up the heat, taking advantage then of his opponent, hopefully focusing on the Volksgrenadiers. As that said, he's still... No, it doesn't. The fuel's down there. But there you go. Another attack up north here. Engineers and conscript attacking the full squad here. Finndeed's a little bit extended. And the Sturm Pioneers are sort of trying to figure out what they want to do here against JDS. Folks, the conscript using these 4 Volksgrenadier squad almost done for Finndeed. We got sandbags there by the western victory point, northwestern. Folks, the big slowly burned out with the engineers. We got flamethrowers out there. Thumbs up to JDS. Very good pacing there. Storm Pioneers hiding all the way up here by a rather put together runway. Back here, truck on the way there for Finndeed. We should see becomes the bag of headquarters or the mechanized regiment. JDS has, well, got medics on the way there. Small attack in the south attack the conscript there by the western munition point. Fuel point is exposed, and there's no forces nearby, so it's going to have to take the northern fuel point in return. Conscript there routed. Suddenly, JDS finds the table turned on him here by Finndeed. Bit of a patient setup there, by the way, signing up units hiding about there and sort of moving about there to set up this maneuver to catch, you know, JDS between 2 smaller platoons. Is definitely a good maneuver, though of course again he does need to get the fuel point fast before JDS just turns this to his advantage anyways. But there you go. Hey, finding here, big swelling there against the conscript, going to overwhelm them to get as much firepower leverage against these Soviet frontline infantrymen and send them packing. But of course, need to get the point up. I exactly cut off the resources as well. Thumbs up to Finndeed. That is some smooth maneuvering. Conscript out there for JDS. Holding up there. Grab the fuel point. He's attempting to in the south. His small advance there. Sandbags up by the southern fuel point there. Good work by JDS. Full engineers here. Truck going up for the battle group headquarters there for Finndeed. The Kampfgruppe Hauptquartier. Shot fire. Engineers there around the Volksgrenadier got the first airdrop weapon there for JDS. And of course, this will signal to Finndeed that his opponent has gone for airborne troops. Like, he will know without a moment of hesitation or doubt that his opponent has gone for this. Because again, there's like no other like really having aircraft flying around that fast early on like that. So of course that also means you'd like to have to expect heavy machine guns, possibly guards airborne troops, definitely rocket runs. Probably not the airborne rally points though, probably not. He's being slowly focused down here by the Sturm Pioneers as well. In the southeast, more counterattack here. Folks were caught with the conscripts, or vice versa. Plenty of perspective. Skirmishing here by the northern fuel point. A lot of back and forth here between JDS and Finndeed. Not many dull moments. Medics on the way there for Finndeed, for Deutschland. And we got the first Jäger light infantry recon squad out there. Nothing further going than JDS's base as of yet. It remains silent. Bit of engagement here between the folks and the conscripts by the northwestern victory point. Valhan Granadish might allow the folks to win this engagement if he has the munitions. Always going for the assault rifles. That set, they may not arrive in time to take quite the sufficient momentum to allow Finndeed's folks to win the engagement, but then again they may just. Yeah, looks like not. Yeah, down to one man now. Oh, ends up retreating there as well. Jaeger's moving in. Got the G43 upgraded. Second SVT-40 upgrade there on the way for JDS in his base. Another package filled with the valuable Soviet semi-automatic rifles. Push for the center there for Finndeed, forming up a nice large assault formation. Or splitting up there. Jaegers here as the conscript up north should be, well, a slowly one engagement unless we're in there for the Jaegers. They'll of course excel at longer ranges, plus the scout rifle there definitely gives them a bit of an extra edge against JDS's conscripts. Spawn company up there for JDS. Jaegers moving in there, trying to get some hits, and there you go. Boris there a bit too slow. Oh, sick a boy out they got. Boris! Actually, I think his name was Dimitri. Really? I can't tell. Oh, you know, lazy Canadian modelers. Failing to capture the unique identity and spirit of the average Soviet infantryman. Yes. We shall take Vancouver after this battle is over. And with skirmishing at country falling back. Frontovic's routed up north. Tank command up there for the ADS. In the south here we got forcing for the southern victory point. Sudden increase in the firepower here for JDS is certainly going to be nice. The Jaegers, of course, will present a problem. MG34 for Finndeed, bringing the machine and gewehr, which to deploy heavy firepower there against JDS conscripts. Very good. That's the one to give a bit of attention. There you go. We got the Diska heavy machine gun inbound there. Basically a Soviet 50 cal. I believe it fired slightly larger rounds in terms of like length compared to the 50 cal, which I'm guessing may have given, like, you know, some slightly better range or accuracy or some such. Or maybe heavier punch. Can also consider calling in the Guards Airborne Troops. Probably won't. But again, well handled, I think, can be an effective fighting force against fascism. Got the northern fuel point there. Sandbags up. Teasing the weather for JDS. Looking right over the conscripts. Teasing was slowly on the way there. Conscript 40. Jaegers finally got actions 1 there. 5 kills. Van Hunt going to catch a JD's conscript in a small personal inferno. A taste of hell, courtesy of Germany. Back here, nothing further going there in JDS's base. T-70 is almost down there, and of course Finndeed has got 9 to tank. I'm actually going to rush ahead fast here, possibly carrying a Panther full rush build, but not necessarily a bad idea. But without a cannon for this T-70 light tank is likely going to be very uncomfortable for Finndeed. T-70 forwards there, firing out the Volksgrenadiers. Blasting away there. And there we go, the Ken for response to the T-70 light tank, very much inevitable. I mean, in theory, he could also go for Panzerschreck on the Sturmpioniere, though he probably won't. Most players never bother with them. It's only versus Soch who could, of course, chuck down an infinite number of mines. Not having mines which can also typically be a very not grand idea there. T-70 hybrid work here. engaging German infantry at camp with its 45mm gun, which was rather standard for a lot of the, shall we say, Soviet early war tanks, you know, before the T-34s was exposed. A lot like their lighter stuff, like the armored cars and whatnot. All very much had 45mm guns. Little fun fact there. South 8 mines down here from Finndeed. Die schützen in the 42. Designed to maim rather than kill. Just being right in the centre, they take too much firepower. JDS strikes hard for the Third Army. Jaeger Sturm on right flank here, fighting with Eastern Point here. Back here, troops reinforcing healing. T-Sim rushing forwards there, straight into the Jaegers and the Sturm Pioneer. Mine gets set off by the T-Sim. That is a great strike like there for JDS. Even kills the Sturm Pioneer. I mean, not only does, like, you know, pretty much just waste ammunition, he even gets, like, to take away some of Indeed's manpower with it. Doesn't get much better than that. Jaeger's been getting blasted. Kenner shoots and misses, hits a nearby squirrel that was trying to escape. Mr. Squirrel Swirlington of Squirrelgrad. He was only trying to get home to his wife. Anyways. Comes there being routed by the Schwer Panther quarters. Frontline secured by JDS quite efficiently. Controlling the victory point, controlling most of the points here overall. Not great news there for Finndeed, but great for JDS. And increases prospects of not getting sent to Gulag. Go to the consequence here. T-Sim engaging the Falklandies there. Sandbags there by the eastern victory point. Troops reinforcing healing. We shall probably see a fast Panther foil from Finndeed, but pressure we got JD's on with a mortar and a CIS-3 divisional field gun. Probably expecting a Panther foil rush from Finndeed. Very sensible expectation there to have as an opponent. We got flare mines here from JDS. Digging down the mud there. Why do I always have to dig down the mines in the mud? Well, because, Potters, you've got the biggest teeth and the ugliest clothes. But we wear uniforms. They're supposed to look identical. Well, yours are somehow mysteriously ugly, unlike ours. That's not fair. Welcome to the Soviet Union. Coming in. T-Sim rushing forward straight like Ken over there. Good hit from the Ken over the T-Sim punching through the frontal armour. Close flanking the country there. Another hit. Oh, on the ground. But not on the T-70. Jump on, he's chatting forward into the troops there, flanking the Disca, but simply put, too many other Third infantrymen with too many guns pretty much makes that a lost cause. Got to take a flare mine there. They're skirmishing at T-70 firing away there. One mortar fire raining down there in the west. We got filtering up with the Jaegers back in the map.
Forces are attempting to capture our territory.
Closing in on that Panther fall here for Deutschland. JDS could also begin setting up here. Indeed, going for another Volksgrenadier squad. I would personally prefer seeing the Oberstland. I mean, again, that's the concept of the Oberstland with the lap machine. I think would also be a much stronger choice than adding more Volksgrenadiers now. So, like, you know, I feel like there's an argument there as well for Finndeed in that. Again, they just put more pressure on them, plus the Oberstland also much greater for, like, just clearing out support weapons, which would also, I think, be much more beneficial for Finndeed than, you know, a 5th Volksgrenadier squad. But that is that, and this is Finndeed's choice. We'll just see where this goes. Meanwhile, we got the Mechanized Armor Company going for JDS in his base there for the 16th Tank Corps. Troops enforcing healing. Mortar flying away. Volksgrenadier jump on the west side here. Bit of skirmishing there. Bit of quiet here, bit of quiet. Steady advancing on the west side. Looking to outmaneuver opponent, realizing causes position most of this was around the centre-south. So trying to swing northwards at a more aggressive pace here to that way catch the JDS off guard is definitely not a bad idea. Definitely not a bad idea. Of course, the Schwer Panther quality allows him to somewhat do that. That said, he's still keeping a frost in case of field guns, which is, of course, is very sensible. Assault here so far is going fairly smoothly for Finndeed, but the T-Sim's really harassing the flanks. Then he's going to kind of well, but that said, he might, of course, expect like him to move down and then switch it around up here now once he manages to fade away there from the main push, in which case, thumbs up the two JDS if that was indeed the plan. I would not be surprised if it was, because with he's backing off, maybe at the same time, Finndeed trying to take advantage of this, putting off his little own Unternehmen Nordwind here. Busting up the south into the main push, he's going from the north, and thinking again he's drawing away attention, now snacks south, but he can hit southwards. Very good there by Finndeed. Certainly requires a bit of management here. Certainly he's got that much infantry, there's certainly a chance to get him something messing up there. No Panther 4 yet here though for Finndeed. Keine Panzerkampfwagen 4. Not so sure what's going on there. Perhaps he's planning a Panther Jagdpanzer. Okay, it's also go for the Jagdpanzer, I'm not sure. Bottom up here, T-70 up by the way. Switch out to reconnaissance mode. Basically to ensure he didn't fire like other stuff, so he doesn't get hit by another shot on the retreat there. T-Fed further for JDS. Didn't get close enough. There we go. Full retreat from JDS. Overall, very nice. Large scale series engagement now by Finndeed. Very well handled. Definitely like caught JDS there off guard and ultimately outmaneuvered. Really good play by Finndeed. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Probably also not something that would I think possible on every other map. I think one thing here, Bocage has an advantage, is a very wide map in a sense. It's got like good room for maneuvering. It's very difficult for the opponent to just like, you know, secure one point and have a nice cup of tea. Or a pint at the Winchester. In this case, the, I don't know, Kalashnikov. Anyways, Panther on the way there for Finndeed. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. I'd probably just recommend the Panther 4, much better than infantry, better rate of fire, more cost efficient. We'll have to bring another Panther 4 anyways, and it's not like the Panthers are really great for its cost anyways in my opinion, but we shall see. I mean, he's still a Panther, I guess. I could be proven wrong. Obviously, it's going to be certainly a bigger threat to the T-34s than the Panzer 4. Anyway, setting for this victory point, we got 228 versus 327. T-74 forwards here for JDS. Panther's almost on the other. Got boob traps here from Finndeed. Thumbs up.
Light tank ready.
Bit of skirmishing there. More mines here from Finndeed. And once more mine ruined here by JDS tanks. Panther Marine catching into the T-Fit, forcing him a bit off guard. They good hit with its high velocity from the gun. Second hit is also a beautiful hit there from the mighty Panzerkampfwagen 5. Tied up the fast land. Field gun also punching through the Panther's frontal armor with ease. Second shot though bounces off the Panther's 80mm of sloped steel. Front hardened, by the way, which is a little fun fact there, which then not to get talked about a lot. But the Germans basically used a process called front hardening for their armor, specifically actually to fight the Russians or the Soviets, because they used soft core shells, so the technically German armor is slightly more efficient against that. Though, as it would turn out, the Western Allies also used soft core shells, so it basically also meant they had a chance of having the armor shattered, which is basically what it does. Like, the front hardened armor means soft armor shells at like certain ranges and whatnot, they have a chance of basically shattering across the frontal armor of the Germans on it there. So, little fun fact there, little fun fact there. And again, initially only like for something they really did, I think, to fight the Soviets, but again, turned out to be great versus the Western Allies. So, fun fact there. Talking about there, Crump's going to go out there as well. Shot fire. Troops heading out. T-34 on the move here for Finndeed. Not for JDS, I mean not for Finndeed, the T-34 was not moving for him. Panther there roaming about, could do with some light repairs. I think also Finndeed definitely would want some light infantry gun. He needs some artillery. I mean, that's definitely something that is a slight advantage for JDS. He does have artillery compared to smoke. Pressure there on Finndeed, whereas Finndeed, you know, really would benefit from smoke, in particular once more field gets brought up, since that way you can just quickly, you know, shut them down to as well a degree, at least make it harder for them to be like easily used without friction against Finndeed's armour, which would be obviously very beneficial for Finndeed. Again, small setup here for a flank on the far right flank. Thumbs up there to Finndeed. Panther shoots at the T-70. Shot misses though. Field guns though get one shot through the Panther's armour. Then from Panther, there, good right good from the Panther. T-54 shoots and misses. Lucky here that there's no Volkswagen over the Panzerwerfer. A Panzerfaust, not a Panzerwerfer. I don't think Volkswagen is authorised to carry around a Panzerwerfer. Almost got the T-34 there. Didn't quite finish it off there. Lucky though for JDS there. Lucky, that was definitely, I think, a bit of a mistake there. Possibly misclick, but whatever the case, not a great move. Going for the center victory point here. Two field guns here at the ready for JDS and the Red Army. They can blend good here in the T-70. Ace level gained. Very good, very good. Floating about here. MD-54 push back the conscripts. Reinforcement hitting there for Finndeed. You could also consider howitzer here versus JDS. I would recommend more tanks before doing that. I would definitely recommend more tanks before going for a howitzer. But a howitzer wouldn't be a bad choice either. Whatever the case, I do feel like Finndeed needs some artillery. More engineers there for JDS up his armour. Very good. Got 161, 15 and 11. Bit of a standoff here, more or less in some degrees for Finndeed. Like, it's very much split 50-50 with some minor pushes here and there now, but neither side getting like any significant traction or, you know, major advances for now. Salmon sight there, bit exposed, you know, victim there for push from Finndeed. Also worth noting, he's lost a full conscript squad. Meanwhile, JDS still has 4 conscript squads. Pushing straight for the centre. Turn to the T-54, which lands a great hit. Did quick to split out the Volkswagen a bit there, very sensible. Still got the mortar, and there you go. Great hit from the T-54, almost takes out the entire Volkswagen squad there with a single hit. Beautiful from JDS perspective, imagine horrific from Finndeed's. North here, another push as well there. JDS down to up the heat on Finndeed now. Panther on the front with double field guns. Good hit there. Storm Pioneers being in the centre. Volkswagen was routed, didn't get the point, but at least it's not been scored by JDS either. Very fun there, again, lack of artillery makes it much harder to just deal with the field guns, plus it's got no orbital to otherwise threaten them swiftly as well. Again, another reason why the orbitals are important. They're very good at clearing out anti-tank guns, whether light machine gun or the infrared assault rifles, if you got a dodge and the runs up for that. Pushing for the north here, or one in the northern victory point here in the centre, we get the skirmish in there. Bit of murdering. Panther there, you can see the north side is being lost here to JDS. Centre is also claimed by the Red Army. All 3 victory points off the hands here of JDS and International Socialism. In the centre, JDS pulls in more troops here. Finndeed's troops are simply put overwhelmed. The tank can't easily assist. And there's no artillery either here. Panther gets around sneaking a hit on the T-54 make use of the train to use Typhoon field guns. Very good maneuver there. P8s in the end still have to retreat there. Simply too many conscripts with too many guns. Up north here, mine went off there. By the looks of it. Oh, this is booby trap actually. Booby trap, yeah. Killing 4 conscripts. Very good. Troops are reinforcing and healing force indeed. And the south going for victory upon there, but needs some support because we still got the T-54 plus bringing the field guns, which actually makes it harder for the Panther, though there is the hedgerows there, the Bocage. Panther close victims, 1 shot bounces off the Panther's armour. Same shot does not. Need to fix up the Panther, obviously. Not entirely sure he's planning at this rate, though. Is he actually planning for a second Panther here versus JDS? I mean, 2 Panthers could be in a sufficient, you know, element to actually push back his opponent with, though. I would still recommend some artillery and some orbital to work with that. So yeah, Panther being fixed up there. Panthers were very much high in maintenance, and even then were actually quite unreliable as a tank. They were probably one of the most unreliable tanks in the German army, like when they were late versions. They were still very unreliable compared to tanks that have not been known for being unreliable, like the King Tiger. In fact, Panthers were notably more unreliable than just the King Tiger, so little fun fact there. Also flanking the Disca. And many Panthers, you know, break down, like wouldn't be uncommon, like for, you know, half of Panther company for somebody broken down at any point in time. You'd be spending time in the workshops being fixed up. Panther there with 6 kills. Veteran 2-1. North T's moving forwards. Finndeed, I mean, does seem to be playing for a Panther number 2 here. Damage in the Panther with an anti-tank grenade. Mines being laid down Finndeed. He keeps laying down mines right where his opponent's like coming about, then really ruining it for Finndeed. That is some very bad luck for him. Panther going out in the centre. Mortified can drain down up north here. Advances into a mine. We've got multiple mines here from JDS. Thumbs up to that. JDS still definitely needs more armor here or something else. Heavy artillery fire there on the centre. Mortar and field gun fire. Double barrage here. Pummeling the entire area there with high explosive shells. Very good. Footback being wiped out there though. High intensity fighting here across most of the front line. JDS flying for the Katyusha. And Panther need repairs obviously. Again. Could advance. Well, he probably not going to advance anymore with those Jaegers because one more mine they're toast. Hell, even retreating could actually hit them into a mine if he's not careful. Goliath off indeed. Interesting. Interesting. Katyusha rocket launcher almost done there for JDS. Oh, for JDS. Finndeed's almost got the Goliath ready. Not entirely sure that's what I'd spend the munitions on, but you know, Goliath in the right place can definitely be a very uncomfortable experience for the opponent. Panther there, good to go again. Boom trap on the victory point there, very good. There we go. Heavy damage. T-Fed fumbling about there. It is veteran 2 of 13 kills. Nice if I can on the T-34. We've got the Goliath here setting up for something there. Panther coming to support. Looks like the Panther supporting southern push here. Got a squad lining up for the deep flank. Very good for the sandbag shattered by the might of the Panther compound defense. With the MD-34 trying to suppress it fine enough here to stop the defense from being effective. Opening up the entire southern frontier. JDS will have either respond hard or it's going to like establishing a defensive line. We shall see what he does, but so far he seems to like just be establishing a secondary defensive line here rather than trying to retake what was lost immediately. Which is far up here, hammering in the centre, missing most of the stuff. Panther moving towards the centre here. Almost getting hit there by the field guns. What's being routed there by the Dishka. Of North Goliath continues. Indeed's got some sort of sneaky plan in mind here. Back at base now. Oh, we got a second Panther who's going for double Panther here. Actually, something that's a very common sight. Still would benefit from some orbs as well. There you go. Sadly, Goliath there. His little plan ruined by JDS. I like the idea though. I like the idea. But I think he probably bit off just trying to hide around here somewhere around the Bocage and catch some of JDS stuff off guard and blood to bits. One squad here by the MD-34. Better 2 gain on that one. Might want to pop into any armor piercing rounds. Second Panther almost done. First Panther moving forward here for Deutschland. Das Vaterland. Shot there from the Panther and T-34 from 6 and south we got the MD-34 was the consequence, pinning them down, but there is the Disca which very much traps the MD-34. Second Panther almost ready there for Finndeed. Double Panther in a 1v1. That is a fairly rare sight. T-70 moving in there. He's level 20 kills. Second Panzerkampfwagen 5. Gefechtsbereit. Another full squad wiped out. Finndeed is in command for his infantry losses now. Jaeger's being flanked. More fighting raining down there. Panther flank to the south, flanking the T-70. Other Panther round towards the centre. Main gun out on the T-70 light tank. Field guns there coming to assist. There go. The good hit on the Panther. Second Panther running in the gut. The T-70 infantry insufficient in numbers to assist. So could I also say flatten the field guns pretty fast again. This is again where an Orbison squad. Awesome artillery great because that would be just shut down. The field guns forced them from away, which allowed the Panther to keep moving. So right here, the Panther's being pushed back here. T-Fed holds down to half health. Panther's almost at T2. Does manage to salvage both Panthers. I mean, he did get the T-70s, you know. That's pretty good, unless you're JDS, in which case, obviously, less good. Just reinforcing healing here. Need to fix up the mighty Panzer Kampfwagen 5s. Okay, we're integrating the T-Reinforcement 6. JDS bringing another one. Indeed, though, definitely needs either some Obersoldaten or some artillery, though I would say preferably both. Preferably both. Second T-Reinforcement's done. Katyusha there has yet to kill anything. Losing a northern victory point. Picked up the, well, less damage Panther first. Very good central triage there by Finndeed. Prioritize what can be most quickly just getting back in the field there. Katyusha firing away there. Panther moving forwards. Nice one from the Panther and T-54 from 6. North here, folks, was the Contras there. Hiding in the stream. Panther there to 2 with Schutzen and the health because of that. T-54 moving in. Second Panther into assist. That's it, front line is collapsing in front of Finndeed again. He lacks. Again, I think more so his infantry push through with against JDS now. I need artillery to support. Fixing up the Panthers. No anti-tank support up north, which is definitely a problem. Needs to get that one Panther up there at least, I think, fast. Preferably with both, so that we can maybe surprise the T-34 and quickly knock it out before JDS has a chance to react. Panther there almost fixed. But yeah, no, entirely sure we should be bothering like repairing the Panthers to full health in the current set of circumstances. He's got victory points, his front line is utterly overexposed. He just needs more firepower there. We got victory field, capable very close to 54, got field gun fired on it. T-54, the damage engine focus routed up north. T-54 breaks through, just clearing out the northern victory point. Panther breaking through the south here, charging in a zone going for the T-54, but I feel like again this we might have just gone for the ace one with both Panthers, you know, while not for the repair to give them a line to catch it off guard. Got a rocket strafe here from JDS. Panther taking hit from the rear from the field guns, again nothing to clear out the field guns. Panther is health-ish situation. Shot bounce. If I can get hit by his tank grenade then now. Shot fired. And main gun gets knocked out. Oh, that's got to be really frustrating for the other Panther now charging in as well there. Yeah, this is really falling apart from Finndeed again. They're just diving in deep. Something they're not, I think, particularly great at. There we go. But he's just taking so many hits. And the infantry just can't keep up pace. And with that, both Panthers now more or less toast. Got the Katyusha, got a T-34, but he's just taking so many losses in the process. Oh, got the district. There might actually be a theoretical chance here, but he's focusing much in the center now. He does not grab the other 2 victory points, which means he's still bleeding out. Even as he's taking some surprisingly heavy damage to the JDS now. Panther there, still basically out of control very slowly. Full support wiped out, leaving further short in infantry. 13, 12, that's 272. Ten. 9. Which I'm sure Finndeed dissolves right now currently mumbling. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. 8, 7. T-34 from 6 on the way there for JDS, but yes, looks like very much EDF for Finndeed, unless it's got some sort of brilliant Manstein maneuver planned out. 2, he's just not even getting close to the other victory points. Going for a Panther 4 Model J. Nice, but too late. And there you go, GG, game over, loss of Finndeed, a victory for JDS. A nice fight here, I think, on Bocage. I think highlighting again some, I think, the nice bits of the map here. Good maneuverability and all that, and certainly Finndeed handled it well to a certain point. But again, I think his force composition definitely lacked artillery or Obersoldaten. I think to really sort of help, you know, provide better punch for the assaults. And of course, I probably would prefer Panther 4s over the Panthers, though again, I think had he just had some Orbs on to back up the Panthers, this probably would have worked out. But yeah, otherwise, you should have gone for Panther Force. So there you go. Hope you got this metro and something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell friends, tell a family, doing channel me's. This has been Pearl Links and cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.